Give us some bullet points on how did you grow in that? What were some of the key points of your growth?
Well, I'll tell you just the most brutal project and the largest project I had to push over the edge was implementing an electronic medical record back when, we still had many hospitals. Most hospitals did not have them, et cetera. We were providers, but we're in the post-acute care side. So hospitals were referral sources for our longer term patients and even some of our short rehabilitative stay patients. And so we really were looking at putting a product together that did everything from track referrals to make them admissions to push them into a patient record now, to care planning to billing. And so it was this massive product that just touched every infrastructural piece of the organization's IT backbone. And therefore the people process as well. And it was massive. It was already in play when I joined the organization. The plan was not to get me sucked into that, but to focus me on a couple other things. But the best laid plans, don't always work out. And so I got sucked into it. It was a 2-year effort, and it eventually was a success, but there were brutal, brutal days getting there.
Long days?
Very long. I mean,
working out,
we're on the west. Go ahead.
Working out of your scope of work.
Oh yeah, yes, for sure. Waking up early in the morning in order to meet every day with East Coast project team members. We had hundreds of sites around the country that we were implementing with, impacting 30,000+ people. So it was just a massive, hundreds of millions of dollars. And just the leadership team of the thing was in excess of a dozen people, let alone the couple other hundred we were leading on the project team.
Not to romanticize this, but the amalgam of, the military, what you did with this company is how you are able to coach leadership, because, when you have a company like that, everybody pulls their own pillar. They're responsible for so much. Say, look, one person down, we all have to push this equally, because this is really going to be hard to do, and everybody plays their important part. And if one person thinks that they could hide in the group, it doesn't work that way. When a company, you need everybody playing their part. So, so you lead by example. You work a little more. You accept things. You swallow your pride. You work out of your scope of work, and that's what you did. It sounds like to get that off the ground.
What I learned, the most important thing I will ever learn about leadership in that process, and that is when you embrace goals you cannot achieve alone. You need to use this social tool we call leadership. You need to create the community of effort that you need. You need to create the means to the end.
Yeah. So let's go to when you're out of this company now. You got a couple $100,000. You got liquid courage. What do you say to yourself? Is that when you segued into your leadership, coaching program, or what happened after that?
Sure. Well, I basically set up shop for a multi-dimensional organizational effectiveness group. So, and we still do this today, which is focusing on individual effectiveness, which looks like executive coaching, team effectiveness, which is team assessment and development, and then lastly, organizational wide effectiveness, which looks like strategy development, organizational design, and process and digital transformation. And that was really, I was casting a wide net, right? Now, as it turns out today, I do really two things, and I do them pretty well. And that is strategic organizational design. So really helping to transform an organization so they're capable of pursuing the strategy, getting the chess pieces right on the chessboard, having the people on the field of play orchestrated in the right ways so they're ready to attack when the whistle blows. And the other thing is the executive coaching. That's the thing that I did not expect to be doing a whole lot of, but I said, yeah, no, somebody talked me into it. I said, yep, let's hang a hat up there and we'll do that as well. And I just fell in love with it. But I wasn't all that good at it. I was just okay.
Why?
I was just like everybody else.
Why weren't you great at that part?
Well, I was doing what everybody else was doing and getting what everybody else was getting.